For that but you know I don't do the blues. Came through with bells of exotic. Smell like propane. Made the ticket extra low, babe. I'm tryna flood the whole city. I'ma paint up the blue. Young moving in and run around the block. Outfit cocaine. Shawty hit me for that dope, babe. She know I don't do the blues. Came through with bells of exotic. Smell like propane. Made the ticket extra low, babe. I'm tryna flood the whole city. I'ma paint up the blue.
NHQ Blues, NHQ Blues. Okay, that's what's up. So NHQ, you can find out all platforms and everything, right?
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Okay. And how many songs is on the platform, or what is it called? In case people want to go and get that right now.
It's called Blues, NHQ Blues, NH-Q Blues. And you'll find more, man. I got a hot single called Voila. I got plenty of music, man. Just check me out. I won't let you down.
Okay. What city you in?
I'm in Middle Georgia. I'm from Middle Georgia, man, but I'm in Panama City right now.
Panama City? Okay. So you in Panama City. That's cool.
Yeah, in Panama City.
Okay. That's what's up. Panama City. The GI, what's going on with you tonight? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing well.
Good. What did you think of NHQ song?
I liked it a lot, matter of fact.
Okay, is that something you would buy or what?
Oh yeah, it's definitely something I would put on my playlist.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. Cool. You got anything new for us lately that you've been working on?
Yeah, I'm trying to send it. Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll let you go ahead and mute yourself and go ahead and send that to me. It's all good. Yeah, so far we got some love on NHQ's record. Again, you can go pick it up on all platforms. So go ahead and scoop that up right now if you want to go ahead and do that. So NHQ, let them know where to follow you and find you on that for those that are not on Clubhouse right now. Let them know.
Yes, man. You can Google me at NHQ, or you can follow me on my IG. It's NHQ60 on IG. Any other platform, all you gotta do is type in NH-Q, and I'll pop straight up, man.
Okay, that's what's up. NHQ, y'all. Thanks for joining me, man. Stick around. All right. And then since he's the first song that came in,
most definitely, man. I appreciate the opportunity.
No problem, man. Since you're the first song, you're gonna be played tonight also during the after party. That's our music review show coming on later on tonight. So your second spin will be coming on in about 4 hours from now during the after party with myself and MD, as well as Britta Levin next to Human Chandelier will be on tonight doing a radio show. So you'll be on doing that. All right. So I got some songs here we gonna get to.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate the opportunity.
No problem. So we got a couple songs we're gonna get to before I get to my pop-up interview with Joe Collins coming up in about 20 minutes from now. Gene Jackson. Is that you, the GI? Is that you, Gene Jackson?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, all right. So we got your song up right now. You Do It. Tell me about this record, You Do It. Tell us about it.
It's my single that I'm gonna put out. I haven't put it out yet. It's not on platforms. You getting an exclusive listen at this point.
Okay. All right. So this is exclusive listening. All right. Let's go ahead and check this out.
explain, ain't no other thing. So I'm saying it's him for me. That cocky smart, Iron Man swag. Safe dress from head to toe. I already know on point when it's time to take control. And I can't let go. Definitely got a hold of me. Speaking our own language. We entangled. Swear God must have sent me an angel. And I'm thankful. Heart brushing with the mention in your name. So far from the same. When I was in the field, steady building, baby, sky's the limit. We're gonna take it to the finish. I'm in it to win it, so tentative. Baby, don't change a thing. Nothing but my titles, type of but it's off with the love. Never in vain. Never in vain. Never in vain. You do it for me. You do it for me. You do it for me. I love the way you do. I like the way. I like the way. You do it for me. 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 I love everyone you do it for me.
Yeah, Trick, you did that.
You do it for me. Finally understand what you're doing to me. I love the way you do it. It's him for me. Come here, attend to me. It's him for me. It's him for me. Let me further explain. I love once in a lifetime. You will find something so true. Another life like you. Let me further explain. You do it for me. You do it for me. You do it for me. I love the way you do. I like the way. I like the way. You do it for me. You do it for me. You do it for me. I love everyone you do it for me.
You're the only one
You
that can
do
do
it
it
for
to
me.
me.
Finally understand what you're doing to me. I love the way you do it.
So far, early responses, the hook is cool. That was by Young FY. Let's see, Young
Yeah, Trick, you did that.
Festy, Young Feisty. I hope I said that right. If I did, I pronounced that wrong. I apologize. But it's all good. I just sent that to you, the GI. That was some early bird responses I got from your song so far. All right.
All right.
Okay. Cool. NHQ. What'd you think about the record? NHQ, you there? Okay, I guess NHQ is gone. Okay. Well, if he's there, hopefully he'll respond in a few moments here. Okay. K-Sunshine, Casey said, the hook is catchy. Just with a Y. Okay. You do it for me. I'm trying to read it as they send it to me. Okay. Okay, and they sent the song too. Okay, cool. Yeah, so those are the responses I got for you, GI, so far. But you'll get some more tonight when MD and Britta Living next to Human Chandelier get on, and I'll play it later on, okay?
Very much.
No problem. Tell everybody where to follow you and all that, and if they want to keep in contact with you, get in contact with you, where can they go?
My YouTube, the letter U, Dig It Media. I got videos on there, music on there on YouTube. I also is the GI on all social media platforms. That's where I can be located if you want to get in touch with me.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. But we'll definitely keep that in mind. And again, check out the song tonight when we play it later on in about 4 more hours from now. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks for checking in with us. Okay. We're going to see if I can get another artist up here to talk about their joint real quick here. We're going to go by way of, let's see, anybody else in the clubhouse room? Don't forget, I got Joe Collins coming up in about 10 minutes from now. Congressional candidate running in the 36th district out of Los Angeles. Again, the election is tomorrow if you happen to be in the LA area. So feel free to listen if you happen to live in the 36th district here in Los Angeles. All right. And the radio show will be coming up in about 2.5 hours from now with myself, MD, and Britta living next to Human Chandelier. We have a guest which will be coming on tonight, artist by the name of Jay Waiter out of Dallas. He's an R&B singer, so he'll be joining us for that. Okay, so let's check out this record right here. This is an artist by the name of True Talent. Song's called Cookout Jam. True Talent. Song is called Cookout Jam. All right, let's check you out.
Say hold up, wait up, break it down. Hot damn, say hold up, wait up, go love, slow love. Hot damn, I told her hold up, wait love, go love, hot love. Hot damn. Said I ain't really want to break it to you like this. Philly a swag, I don't know how to type this. Little cash, little ass. She say she never went this way, but she like this. I ain't really gonna say too much. I ain't really gonna play too much. She said I'm in the way too much. I ain't tryna be in your face too much. Hit the gas, then we wake back up. Hot damn. This for all the old heads that got a young swag. Hot damn. This for all the independent women and the fellas with the cash. Say hold love, wait love, go love, slow love.
Come back here, girl.
Hot damn.
I'm just trying to see what you working with.
I told her play this type of time on your speakers. We gon' party today.
So we can party today.
I told her play this type of time on your speakers. We gon' party tonight.
So we can party
Said
tonight.
hot damn. Break it down, get to 'em. 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 So to break it down, get to 'em. 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 Right now, you can party by yourself.
Get in your jam right now. You can party by yourself.
Get in your jam right now. You can party by yourself.
Get in your jam right now. You can party by yourself.
Hot damn. This for all the old heads that got a young swag. Hot damn. This for all the independent women and the fellas with the cash. Say hold love, wait love, go love, slow love. Hot damn. I told her hold love, wait love, go love, hot love. Hot damn.
All the independent women and the fellas with the cash.
I told her play this type of time on your speakers. We gon' party today.
So we can party today.
I told her play this type of time on your speakers. We gon' party tonight.
Say DJ play this
Said
down so we can turn the shit up.
break it down, get to 'em. 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 So to break it down, get to 'em. 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 So to break it down, get to 'em. 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 Right now, you can party by yourself. It is. Ay, ay. Get in your jam right now. You can party by yourself. It is.
Break it down, get to 'em. Break it down, get to 'em. Break it down, get to 'em.
Break it down.
Break it down, get to 'em.
Get to 'em.
Okay, definitely that's a song right there, submission, right? Shout out to the cookout right there. That was True Make sure I got that right. True Talent, man. Shout out to them with that record. And then we're going to be playing some other records coming up in just a little bit during the music submission portion of the show, as well as the after party coming up a little bit later on. Joe, can you do me a favor and turn your camera back on for me? I need to make sure I got these cameras right before we...
Somebody was calling me, my bad.
Somebody's calling. Oh, it's all good. Okay, go ahead, take care of that. Definitely. Don't forget, I got an interview.
We're good.
Okay. Don't forget, I got an interview coming up with Joe Collins, District 36 out of Los Angeles. It is running. Still giving him, I'm giving MD about 5 more minutes, hoping he'll jump on with us as well. He said he'll probably be on. If not, I'll go ahead and get started. And no time is short. All right. But in the meantime, while I'm fixing this camera, making sure you look good, everything will be up and running in a few moments here. All right. Shout out to everybody that submitted music to me earlier. And again, those songs will be played later on tonight during the after party / the head down session coming up again in about 3 hours from now. All right. The radio show 2 hours from now. Interview with Joe Collins any moment, as well as an interview tonight with Jay Waiter, R&B artist out of Dallas, coming up later on tonight. So, still things going. That's how we do around here. All right. Okay, Joe, I'm going to give MD about 4 more minutes here, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. Again, it's not too late for any artist who want to go ahead and submit your song to us. Please feel free to send that song to us. The email's in the bio in Clubhouse. If you don't see it there, please feel free to go there. But in case you can't find it, it is D as in David, A as in Apple, radio show, LA@gmail.com. Send your music to us right there, and we'll make it happen. If you're checking us out on IG, the email is on the screen. So go ahead and send that email to us on the screen right now. Send your song to us. It could be dirty at the moment. It could be dirty for the moment as well. We got an interview coming up with Joe Collins, a congressional candidate, 36th District out of Los Angeles, coming up momentarily. All right, just making sure he look good on these cameras. Making sure he look good. There we go. And go here with it. I'll tell you what, let me do this. It copies this here. Paste it here. Paste. There we go. Just gonna keep it that simple this time. Joe, so this is some of that Hollywood magic that I have to do.
It looks cool.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, I got you coming up here. Yep, got to do this Hollywood magic thing. Hopefully MD will join us in just a few moments here. All right. This way. You're there. We're here. Get you up here a little more further up. So I want you to stand tall with me here. There we go. I want to go there with it. There we go. Now we're about the same size. All right, wait for that phone to start. We're going to get started here. That's right. Everything is live and at home, as you can tell. Phones is ringing. It's all right. I'm sure. Cool. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure your phone is ringing off the hook as well, Joe. And all right, we're going to go ahead and get started. That phone is stopped. Trying to buy MD a few more moments here. Everything is good with you?
Everything is wonderful, man. I'm completely blessed. I feel good. You know, primary election is tomorrow. We put a lot of work in the last couple of years to make this happen. Okay.
All right, cool. All right, I'm trying to buy MD a little more time because he wanted to be on there. All right, now I apologize. I thought he'd come in a little early. If not, I'll just do it myself. All right, here.
That's all good.
Okay, here. So I want to make sure we're good there. Move that over a little bit. And your event is tomorrow, right?
Yep, it's tomorrow.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Worst, if not, we'll more likely. I know one of us will be there tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. And how's Pops doing?
He's doing well. He's busy as well. He's running his company and trying to help me on the campaign too. So it's pretty cool.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm trying to give him another minute here. Okay. And shout out to everybody again. Send songs again. Send songs to us. A Keyword DA radio show. Go ahead and make that move right now and send your music to us. Since we're done with Mr. Collins, we will go ahead and play some more songs leading on to the radio show coming up tonight at 9:00. All right. So I'm trying to buy MD a little more time, see if he's going to join me. If not, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So if not, worst case scenario, we'll do it some hopefully tomorrow too. All right, we'll go ahead and get it started. Okay. We're going to get inside and move the crowd with Joe Collins coming up, not now, but right now. Let's go.
Yeah. Get closer to your speakers. Yeah. It's time for the radio show, Move the Crowd.
And inside of Move the Crowd, what about now is what we do. We take someone that's doing their thing in the industry and get to know them more and up close and personal, and because they're doing big things, we need to get to know those folks. There's an election happening in Los Angeles coming up tomorrow, and a lot of folks are here in the city voting, casting their votes. Some have already cast their votes. The 36th district, no different here in LA, and we got someone here that is actually running in the 36th district of Los Angeles. We got Joe Collins here. Joe, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm blessed. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm doing just fine, man. So let's get down to it. Since the last time we spoke to you, you were running against Maxine Waters, and it didn't go so well for you on that, but that's okay. This is another campaign that you're running now. So tell me about the flyer that caught my attention when I first saw it, and the quotes. And I'm just going to quote some of this that I seen on the flyer, and I need for you to explain to it. Time to clean this ish up. Clean this ish up. Explain, sir.
Yep. I mean, look at our state, look at our country. It's a mess right now with the policies that's being made. The old politicians that have been in office to the trash, the homelessness, the violence, gang violence that we have. I mean, we got to clean it up. We got to clean everything up. I didn't know any other nice way to say it other than being real. We got to clean this ish up 100%.
Okay, then what we understand that. So what makes you different? Because there's other people that have said the same thing before. So what makes Joe Collins different in regards to that?
Well, I'm not. I know people hear this all the time, but I'm not a politician. I'm a guy that's actually from South LA, and I don't like the way the country looks. I don't like the way our community looks, and a lot of politicians, they lied to us about this, that, and the other. But their time has passed them by. It's time to pass the torch to the younger generations, and that's what I represent a vision for the future of America, and the people who sit in office right now are a representation of the past and where we came from. We got to continue to move forward. We got to get new, innovative ideas, younger people actively involved in politics, and get those guys in office. It's important.
Okay, now what exactly, for those of us that live in Los Angeles and don't know the districts, what exactly is the 36th district?
So the 36th congressional district are the cities from Ranchos Palos Verdes, Ranchos Palos Peninsula, every single beach city, Venice Beach, Harbor City, Hermosa Beach, Lomita, have West Torrance, Marina del Rey, Playa del Rey, Manhattan Beach, Santa Monica, West LA, and Beverly Hills. That is the 36th congressional district.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's good to know right there. Now, also, too, it says that I'm going to read this quote saying that Joe Collins is the Republican Navy veteran who is standing up for the voting rights of the American people. Explain that.
Well, when it comes to voting rights, one thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that the only people that are voting in our elections are the people who are qualified to vote in our elections. I know a lot of times people say that, voting rights are for everybody, but it's not. Voting rights are people who are citizens of this country and who pay taxes, and we have to keep it that as such. We are the ones who have the skin in the game. We're the ones who pay the taxes, and we can't be footing the bills for every single social welfare program for every country before we start taking care of ourselves first.
Okay. And on that note, I know you got opponents out there that are running, so tell everybody out there why we should vote for you and not them.
Basically, because it's time to clean this, this ish up. Like I said before, one thing that makes me different from my opponent is that, if you ask me a question, I don't know the question, I'll give you an answer. I think that because I'm a Republican and my opponent's a Democrat, people like to talk to their specific group of people and they leave the rest of the people in the district out. I think that we're past political party perspectives right now. I think it has to be a collaborative effort when it comes to rebuilding our community, when it comes to rebuilding America, especially on the aspect of creating policy. There is no one size fits all. And when you're representing a whole entire congressional district, there's more than just Democrats. There are more than just Republicans. There's more than just whites, blacks, Latinos, and Asians. This is a group effort. This is a collective effort. And we have to come back to the middle of the road. One person can't be too far right. The other person can't be too far left, because then somebody is being disenfranchised. So we have to make sure that our representatives are legislating right down the road and everybody's best interests are at heart.
Definitely. I agree with that right there. Now, just dissecting your flyer, and I got to ask you this because you put it on the flyer for your event tomorrow. Economy, and where do you stand on the economy? It said on the flyer that we need leadership that will put people first. This is why your vote counts even more. So on the economy, where does Joe Collins stand on that?
Well, I think we have to start working to rebuild our economy. And that's another place where I differ from everybody else. I'm actually an accountant. And I took a lot of economics classes in microeconomics class. I own a business and I sit on the board of a global development company. When it comes to economics, I feel like we have to cut the taxes in America. We're being overtaxed. And I think that if we're going to be overtaxed, then American people have to be the beneficiary of those taxes. Right now, we're sending hundreds of billions of dollars to other countries for reasons that have nothing to do with rebuilding America. We're never going to get that money back, but the American people are struggling right now. And so we have to be able to rebuild that economy. We have to get financial literacy back into our high schools. We have to get financial packages to our business owners. We have to create avenues for young people who want to be entrepreneurs to be successful entrepreneurs. We gotta do things that's gonna improve the quality of life for the American people, and that's done through cutting taxes and doing things that's gonna rebuild the economy. And the tax money that Americans are paying, we gotta ensure that the American taxpayers are the beneficiaries of that, whatever program that is gonna be.
Okay, all right. Now tell me about crime. It says high crime rate, poverty, violence, and corruption are a major problem. I will work to make our city safe. How will you make our city safe?
Well, we can understand that a lot of times when it comes to crime, especially in the inner city, is due to a lack of opportunities and lack of economic development and resources. So we have to put resources back into our communities. All the resources that was taken out, we have to get trades back into our schools. We have to put avenues for our kids not only go to college, but be able to have jobs when they get out of college. We got to incentivize companies to come back to our communities with great paying jobs and hire people specifically from our communities to work those jobs. Everybody should have a competitive advantage. And I think just doing that simple thing, you will lessen the amount of crime that we have on our streets today.
Okay. All right. And joining us now is MD. So MD now just joined us. So I'm gonna go ahead and MD, we're actually near the tail end of our interview that we've had with Joseph. So I'm gonna go ahead and if you got anything you need to ask him while I get these cameras together, I want you to go ahead and feel free to ask him, man. We're actually about to wrap it up. But go ahead, MD, talk to Joseph, say hello.
No, I just popped in.
Yeah.
What's up, Joe?
How you doing, MD? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. I see you going at it again.
Well, we have to. Listen, last time was our first time running, very immature when it comes to politics. And we ran against, the fourth most powerful person in Congress. And with that experience, we gotta take another shot at it, use what we learned in order to run a better campaign, a campaign for the people.
Okay, who's your campaign manager this time? Is it the same person you used the last time, or did you switch over to somebody else?
I have a totally new team now. We did really, really good last election cycle, but I believe that everybody have to venture off and go to other campaigns and use what they learned on this campaign, and hopefully win more seats.
Okay, and Joe, with that said, now you said you have a brand new team. You've learned a lot. What have you learned that you can apply from the last campaign to this one?
Hey, Dundee, he learned he could have got LD to help on his first campaign.
That's one thing. That's one thing.
Go ahead.
But to listen, I listen more than I talk now, and so especially right now, nobody is heard. You got people everywhere from the media to even local politicians just jamming their opinions and what they want to do down people's throats, and the people are so disenfranchised. They're like, I don't want that. I didn't ask for that. You guys are literally speaking for me when those words that you're speaking are not coming out of my mouth. And so it's just a blessing to sit and listen to people, find out what they really want and how we can create some type of collaborative effort to make it happen once I get to Congress.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what is your strategy this time around? What are you planning to do a little bit different that you did last time? How are you going to approach it?
So our strategy this time, if we got to talk to as many people as possible. I mean, that's basically what it is. I want to hear everybody's complaints. I want to hear everybody's solutions. I want to hear everybody's problems. I want to collaborate with the communities on a regular basis, and I think that's the approach that we have to take. I mean, both Democrats and Republicans are really, really screwing a pooch when it comes to policies, and American people are not benefiting from literally anything that's happening right now. We're actually struggling because people can't work together. So I want to be that collaborative influence and bring everybody together to the table and find out what they would like to do in order to move our country forward.
Okay.
So the district that you're going for this time is mainly out there towards the west, the southwest Bay area, like Torrance and Hawthorne or Palos Verdes, towards that way, or where's your district you going for? What area?
Yeah, basically the South Bay, all of the beach cities from Ranchos Palos Verdes up to Santa Monica, West LA, and Beverly Hills. And then I have El Segundo, West Torrance, Lomita, and a little bit of Harbor City.
Well, Compton is considered the South Bay, isn't it?
No, Compton's not. Unfortunately, it's not considered the South Bay.
Oh, I thought it was South Bay. We got asked out. Huh? And Inglewood's not South Bay either, huh?
No, Inglewood isn't South Bay.
No, Inglewood's not South Bay. It's technically the first city toward the South Bay, but it's not considered in the 36th district. It is a South Bay city though. It's the last one.
But it's not 36th
but it's not part of the 36th district. 36th district is more toward the Torrance, Palos Verdes, Lomita area, going out that way.
Okay, you're over there with big dogs. Okay.
Yeah, that area. Yeah.
So what made you want to go for Congress instead of going for something like a councilman or a mayor to get some experience in the politic world?
Well, I think that, when it comes to experience in politics, I guarantee you it's just like the military, But what got me involved in politics, and this is the honest to God truth, what got me running for Congress, I wanted to get out the military to get involved in politics, and that's what I did. But I took a general under honorable conditions discharge because I chose to get in politics and leave the military. And I didn't get my benefits right away. I couldn't even get a VA appointment. I couldn't get no VA medical benefits. I couldn't get VA housing benefits because I hadn't got a VA rating. And so I was going to Maxine Waters' office every single day or every other day trying to get her to help me. And I didn't get any help. I was met with silence and cards. I even took her flowers. And I ended up filing a lawsuit against the military. And then magically my benefits came through. And then that's when the Trump administration, it was Ambassador Kevin Moley. He was the one that pulled me out to Washington, D.C. and started, talking to me a little bit and get me introduced to a lot of people. And, then it was like, all right, well, you start raising money for a race, and they're like, you pick who you want to run against, but run against somebody where you're from. And so Maxine Waters was that target, and that's how I end up, running for Congress. She didn't help me, and she's supposed to fight for all of us. And that's the honest to God truth. I really didn't care too much for Maxine Waters or anything like that, or to run against her prior. But after that experience, and then seeing the amount of homeless people that are veterans on the streets, it really just makes me upset.
Yeah, well, everybody has their term. So bad things catch up with you anyway. Because we going through a whole lot here in Compton. We going through.
Yeah. Compton's.
We could have used somebody like you.
Yeah. Now speaking of homelessness, now also on the flyer, which is for the event that we'll talk about in just a few moments about coming up tomorrow. We must lower the cost of living and open mental health care facilities. Tell us about what you mean behind that.
Well, when you talk to people about homelessness and the politicians on the local level in Los Angeles County, they say this all the time. We're just going to put people in hotels. Well, that's like putting a Band-Aid on a chopped off arm. It's like you literally have to, burn the arm and let it heal itself back. So with that being said, you look at on Count Matters, it says on any given night there are between 150 to 165,000 people that are sleeping on the streets, and only 27% of those people have some type of mental health conditions. So to solve the mental health problem is you reopen mental health facilities, and you force these people to go into the mental health facilities and not allow themselves to check themselves out until the completion of their treatment. On another note, they got a lot of people that's out there who just can't afford to live in California because the cost of living is too high. And that's due to, inflation, taxes, and a lot of social welfare programs that people are footing the bill for. So, we gotta cut some of the taxes. We gotta just remove some of the taxes that are ineffective. I mean, we literally get taxed for everything, and they add tax on top of tax. And California has a wasteful spending problem. Also, when it comes to development, we got to loosen some of the restrictions on development, because the developers, they don't care. After they make it through the loopholes, they'll take all of the costs that they incur from developing, and they'll hand it right down to the people who are occupying those properties, and that's you and I and business owners.
Definitely, man. If you're just joining us now, we're in a conversation with Joe Collins. He's running for the congressional seat in the 36th district here in Los Angeles tomorrow. So if you want to have a vote, you have not voted, you happen to live in the 36th district of Los Angeles, make sure you get out there and vote. You know what I'm saying? Get your vote in, all right? If you already voted, very, very good. Happy for you. But if you have not gone out and vote yet, make sure, and you live in the 36th district, make sure you go ahead and vote for Joe Collins. You know what I'm saying? He would definitely be the man for you. So, Joe, you have a party coming up tomorrow, an event coming up tomorrow in regards to the election. Tell us about this event you got going on tomorrow.
So we have the primary election night watch celebration. It's going to be amazing. A really good friend of mine, Alki David, he has his hologram machine. We're gonna have a bunch of performances from Tupac and things of that nature up there.
Okay.
I'll probably give a speech. I have Force Master Chief, retired Penton. He'll be here. This guy. The thing that's crazy about Force Master Chief is he used to be the second highest ranking enlisted member in the U.S. Navy before his retirement. So I'm really excited to have him coming out. We have a few city councilmen and women coming out. King Carl X, he'll be out. He's a famous TikToker. He makes a lot of videos. So it's going to be a really good event. And if you are in the Gardena area, the office address is 1025 West 190th Street in the Gardena, California.
Okay.
Now I have a question back to the homeless.
Yes.
Back in the 80s, I was homeless. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why nobody can tell me about homeless really too much. And I took myself from out of that, educated myself and everything, and bam, I'm at top. But what would you think your solution could be of really helping homeless besides giving them a free place to stay? How would you make them earn their way to get a place to stay? It's like a jump start.
Yeah.
It's like a car on the highway, broken down, the tow truck come, get it started, and then you tell that that car where to go to get the problem fixed so you won't be stuck out here again. Mm-hmm. How are you going to do your approach in homeless that way with individuals that's homeless? And it seems like they might not want to do right, or they do want to do right, or they just want to live on our sympathy and try to stay homeless for as long as they can because they get a freebie.
Yeah, you know what? And you make a really good point, because the state has created a serious enabling environment for people to stay homeless. Mind you, some people want to be, some people don't want to be. But, you know, for the people who don't want to be homeless, they have a lot of programs, especially here in Los Angeles, that will help them, you know, get into an apartment or find a job. The problem is the cost of living is just extremely high, you know, and so I think that it's going to take a collaborative effort to deal with the cost of living situation. But the people who have taken advantage of the enabling, you know, environment, we got to take it away from them. You know, that's why we got to reopen, in my opinion, the mental health facilities and enforcing the complete treatment. And once they finish their treatment, we can get them back into the workforce.
Okay, Randy's saying that and I'm reading about way of IG here. You can't force people to get mental health. Can't force people to get mental health treatment and keep them there like they're in prison. True to Life says homelessness, as far as the eyes can see, man, it's a pandemic, no doubt. Okay.
Unfortunately, the Constitution says, it specifically states that a person that is not in the mental capacity to make decisions for themselves, they become a ward of the state, and the government, whether it's local or federal government, is now the person who makes decisions for those people. So if a person is mentally incapacitated, or they're not in a mental state to where they can make decisions, you can absolutely take that person via the Constitution and put them in a mental health facility. And I think that's what's needed to be happening, especially right now. Is that we cannot continue to leave homeless people on the streets. We just cannot do it. We got to have real solutions that is not going to create an enabling environment for these people to continue to live off, you know, whether it be sympathy or government, or just live free in the streets and do whatever, whenever. Like the homeless is a pandemic, and it's continually hampering the quality of life that people have in our state.
Yeah, definitely. The homeless problem is really out of control. I've seen that firsthand. I mean, is that going to be able to work as far as putting them in a place? Because a lot of them don't want to stay. You know, I see the police come and they run them out of one location and they come back the next day, literally to the same location. So it's going to be hard. Would you suggest maybe designating a specific area for them that's outside, no bars, no nothing? No walls, no doors, or nothing like that, but just in that place where they can park their vehicles that some of them choose to live in, and live there. What do you think about something like that?
I'm open to all ideas that will get these people treatment and get them back in the workforce.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now there was a facility. It was actually a concentration camp. Had barracks and stuff out there in the desert part of California. And that's where we kept the Japanese when World War II hit. Why couldn't they build something like a military style compound where it has housing and schools and education and job training all in one facility out there in a remote area? Because you don't want to make them too comfortable. You want them to learn how to do a job, getting taken care of while they learn that training. And then when they graduate, then we bring them back to the city. I mean, how would you try to propose something like that? So you're letting people just stay on the streets and, that's really being filthy, because that's passing germs on from one to another. But you have a compound, something like that, like a military installation, like Fort MacArthur.
Yeah.
It's abandoned now.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they turn that into a homeless facility where they take all these homeless people there, give them training, background, get them medical attention, and do things on that level to get them right. And once they graduate from that facility, then you send them out with a job training back to the city and the society, and see how they adapt.
Exactly. I'm open to. I think that's a great idea. I think it's a great idea.
See, I know it's like being homeless, so that's why nobody can come tell me about, this and that and that and this about homeless, because I was there.
Yeah.
And I learned to get myself off the ground and become a model citizen after I got a little educated, found me a job skill, and I was able to raise up 4 kids, and they're all professionals now.
Good.
So that's what, I think that's the solution. Student using that, I think it's a really sad excuse using the word mental health, because I don't think it's about mental health. Mental health to me is a person that's really off, but they can't really communicate or really think for themselves. There's some people that's trying to use that mental health solution to get away to getting free stuff.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, the institutions that you're talking about, they'll get rid of that meant they'll snap back real quick. You know what I'm saying? They'll snap back real quick. Oh wait, I don't really have a mental health problem. I was just being lazy, as they get out that facility,
But a lot of people that's out there on the street, when they start hearing everybody holler out mental health, it gives them an idea where I can be lazy. By just saying I'm mental health, I got a mental health problem. No, you're not retarded. And half these, I'm gonna say 85% of them say they got mental health problem. I bet you 90% of them has a high school education.
Okay, hold tight. We're gonna take one caller in real quick by way of IG. We got somebody on right now checking us out. Hey, what's your name? Where you from?
I'm Kimberly in Moreno Valley right now.
Hey.
And hi y'all.
Hey.
We're talking about mental health. I want to touch what he was talking about, because I got diagnosed with mental health issues about 5 years ago, and it was they used to give you mental health work, and they took certain things away, to keep the morale and things down. But I still work, or whatever. I don't use it as a clutch. I actually use it as a platform now to bring awareness, because they tried to say I was crazy and different things. It's just de-stressing and learning how to meditate and things like that. And I think that's something that they need to teach in elementary schools. They need to teach the kids how to meditate, how to de-stress, how to walk away from things, how to assess certain situations, and handling situations. Because a lot of times I think I got taken down by the police maybe 2 months ago, and they put me in a mental hospital, but I was handcuffed. And they were treating me like a criminal, but I had issues. So now they just take me to the hospital, but it's like I feel like I'm targeted. Because of my mental health.
Would you say your mental health, you had issues like you're violent on the street?
I guess so. I've been angry. I've had meltdowns, but I think they put it in mental health, but I believe it was more of an abusive situation, and it got turned into that, where he projected it like I was crazy. And I never had to go to a hospital before. I never had anything, but I learned about postpartum depression. I just had a baby. It was abusive, so I had to learn about self-care, and it drove to a whole different platform for me. About learning about the different mental health and, depression and different things like that. Like Winnie the Pooh was all about depression, anxiety, piglet anxiety, PTSD, OCD. Rabbit had OCD, Pooh had depression, things like that.
So
what does he have? I was borderline abused. Schizophrenic.
So you're saying you were physically abused, right? Okay. Yeah,
mentally, but I'm borderline schizophrenic. So that and research comes from learning that has to do with a little bit of hereditary and a little bit of family and a little bit of environment. So Joe, depending on my environment, I can go out.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So Joe,
thank you.
Something like that kind of situation that you just heard, how would you try to get help for a person that's homeless and in that kind of state?
I think for something like that, to be honest, she would need a women's support group. You know, that's in my opinion. That's one of the only things I could think of. I don't necessarily agree with medicating people. Like most doctors that want to diagnose you so they can medicate you, but you don't never get that support that you need. So for someone like that, that's what I mean. You're gonna need a women's support group because that's a serious situation.
Yeah, because I'm not into that medication crap either.
Yeah, me either.
You know, because I think that.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I think that contributes to their mental health.
Yeah,
drugs. You know, that's
suppressed.
Yeah, that's no more being a cocaine addict or a meth addict. You know, it's drugs, and drugs have effect to the human body, no matter what they tell you it's supposed to be doing. So, as congressman, how would you try to get programs to kind of really divert that mental health issue where people have to get medication and stuff? Can we find another way of curing mental health other than with drug stuff? Because like I said, the only thing I see, mental health to me only means that a person is down and out, they're losing it because they can't make no money and survive in this country financially. And then, because that's where it starts at, finance. From finance, it becomes mental. It becomes mental. Because now you don't have no money, you're broke, you're on the street, and all of a sudden you start losing your mind because you're back into a corner, you know? So I would like to ask you, can we find programs and facilities to kind of train people to get out of that mode?
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you will have to find the experts in those fields. I'm not an expert in that field, so I couldn't speak on it with accuracy, but I can say that, it's definitely worth looking into. It's definitely worth getting a group of people together, a think tank, and figuring out what's the best way to approach a situation like that. I'd be a liar if I told you I know how to deal with that, because I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to end it right there. We're going to let you go. Joe, tell the people one last time in the 36th district why they should vote for you.
Yep, the 36th congressional district. If you're out there, if you're listening, vote for me, because it's time to clean this ish up. However, I can't do it by myself. It's going to take a collaborative effort. So if you want your voice heard, if you want your opinions to matter and your suggestions to matter, then I'm definitely your guy. We got to rebuild our country. It's going to take a collaborative effort. You can find me on all social media platforms at joeecollins3.com. My website is joeecollins3.com. And our event tomorrow, 1025 West 190th Street, Gardena, California, 90248, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, Joe, I was only going to keep you on for 5 minutes, and we ended up going 30. So
it's all good.
So it's all good, man. But I want to thank you for joining us. And tomorrow's your event. We're gonna at some point. Some of us are going to be there. I may try to make it myself, but it's going down tomorrow out there. And good luck to you. Hope you win the district of the seat. If not, whether win or lose, don't be a stranger here. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
No problem, man. Tell Pops we said hello.
Will do. Peace. God bless.
God bless you as well, man. Definitely. That's Joe Collins right there. Good luck to him running for the seat tomorrow in the 36th Congressional District in Los Angeles. So if you happen to live in that district, please feel free.
In California.
Well, no, he's running for California, yeah. But his area is the 36th district. That's what he's trying to run for. So go ahead and vote for him in that area. All right. Now, speaking of voting for you in certain areas, you get vote for us every Monday night here on the radio show with myself and MD, which is right here. We got the show coming up in about an hour and a half. Looking at the song list of people who have submitted their music for the after party, as well as the heading out of the session. We've got a couple songs MD that have come in, so we're gonna be playing those later on tonight. So I was thinking about teasing you and playing one right now, but I said, nah, I'll hold off because Britt, because I want Britt to be here as well.
Yeah.
And Britt has done a lot this weekend. I've been watching her. She performed over the weekend. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. We're going to be talking about another artist, independent artist will be joining us tonight by the name of Jay Waiter. He's an independent artist out of Dallas. So he'll be joining us tonight as well, coming up in another hour and a half. And hey, a lot of good music, a lot of good fun. I got a silly side as well. We're going to talk to a woman that loves her rap problem that she has. And we're going to have some fun tonight. Play the Slay, Love and Lust, all that and much more going on tonight. So I'm going to play some records
tonight,
right now.
Remember, tonight at the after party.
The after party and the radio show coming up in about an hour and a half. So it's dinner break time. I'll go ahead and play some music. MD, me and you will be back later on with Britta 11 Next to Human Chandelier. And we're going to have some fun tonight.
And we're also in the clubhouse. So just go to the clubhouse as well. Check us out there. If you'd like to talk to us, go in that clubhouse and be a part of that room. So Dundee or I or 11X, we can pick you out. They ask you, say, holler at us. Meanwhile, Dundee's going to be the Instagram. He's going to be hollering at people on Instagram to say some things to us or request a few things with us. But it all happens 9 o'clock on 900 AM KALI, Los Angeles. And we're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and a whole lot of other social media platforms. So join us.
Yeah, join us. It's all coming up. And what is it? After all, we've been talking about my track. We'll go down with this topic. Feel free to play. Oh, yeah, we'll feel free to play it in a little bit, y'all. You'll look up for that coming up later on. And I think I played you already. That's Truth to Life. I think I played you. But if not, we're going to play it later on tonight. Real quick, since he hopped up in here. Chuck, what's going on, man? How you doing? What's going on, Chuck?
Holla, Chuck.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? You good?
Hey, I'm good. Y'all been?
Okay, what's going on with you, man? Talk to me.
Oh, man, just chilling, man. Listening to music as I play my Call of Duty.
Okay. All right, well, we just going to be chilling here. We're going to be stepping away for a little bit here. We got the dinner break coming up here, and we'll be back in another hour with the radio show. And did you send the song to me already?
I haven't sent the song to you.
Okay.
Not today.
Okay, but you sent songs in the past, right?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. All right. Have you taken any?
I got other music.
All right, well, get it to me. Give me another song. Send another song to me. We'll play it later on, okay? Yeah, we'll do that. All right.
That's my homeboy Nook at the bottom. Oh, okay. He gone.
Oh, well, he gone now. I was going to talk to him, but it's all good. Just go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and send another record to me.
Okay.
All right, man. Stay up.
And pass the word. 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, 9 o'clock tonight with all that going on. We'll be back. We'll be back, y'all. We'll see you later. And it's the radio show. We'll be back.
I knew I shouldn't have went and cut the new. I knew I shouldn't have stepped out in these loafers.